Hi, I'm Art Caplan. I'm at the Division of Medical Ethics at NYU's Grossman School of Medicine. Saw a horrible story about a case at Baptist Hospital in Kentucky recently involving organ donation. Apparently, the hospital had a prospective donor who'd been declared dead, who was wheeled into the ICU in order to think about the possibility of organ transplant. And as the nurses brought the person's body into the operating room, a couple of the people there, doctors and nurses, realized he wasn't dead. He was thrashing around and moving, and you could see he was crying, alleged one of the operating room nurses. So obviously people were alarmed. The doctors there said, we're not going through the procurement, and we'll have an investigation, as we should, about how did this occur. We need a lot of organs in this country for people waiting for transplants. There are at least 100,000 on waiting lists. There probably would be many more waiting if we could get more organs. We're pursuing all kinds of ideas, maybe using pigs as sources of organs. Some people are trying to perfect mechanical organs, improve on dialysis, create an artificial pancreas to try and meet the demand for people who are dying from organ failure. Even talk about bioprinting organs, using various kinds of stem cell transfers to regrow vital cells and organs. And that's all great, and it's all distant. Tomorrow, when everybody wakes up, we'll still be very, very short on organ donors. Now, the incident that took place in Kentucky is hugely damaging. When we ask people to register as organ donors, they're fearful that they won't be dead, that someone will try to hasten their death if they designate themselves as an organ donor. I get that fear expressed to me all the time. And the case like the Kentucky one doesn't help, although at the end of the day, it's important to point out everything stopped as it should have. When you're discussing this matter with friends, patients, it is important to point out that the system works 99.999% of the time. We have a dead donor rule. We don't take organs, vital organs, from anyone who isn't dead. And it is very easy to sign up. Not only can you do it at motor vehicles, but it is now appearing on places like tax forms and voter registration and many other areas where you can check a box and get on a computer. It's important to tell people, too, if they don't want to continue to be organ donors, they can withdraw their consent. They also can tell their family, as they should, whether they do or don't want to be donors, and the family can monitor and watch out to make sure that everything goes according to the deceased's plan. So even though this case in Kentucky is horrendous, and it ultimately has to be condemned as totally unethical, bringing someone in for whatever reason, misdiagnosis, error, whatever, as an organ donor when they're not, it's exceedingly rare. I mean, just doesn't happen. People know that you have to pronounce death in a reliable manner, brain death, following the standards of the American Academy of Neurology, and they do. Encourage organ donation on the part of your patients, your family, your friends, if they raise cases like the Kentucky one, or just the general fear that they worry that someone's going to rush their death because they're designated as an organ donor. Assure them we have the safeguards. Even the Kentucky case didn't proceed. We have every safeguard in place to make sure that the people who pronounce you dead are not involved with procuring organs. That was the group that intercepted this misdiagnosed Kentucky candidate. I say in good faith, we need to help others. We need to save those lives. For a while now, we're still going to need cadaver donations. They're not where they should be. It's imperative that we not let the outlier case set back our willingness to encourage organ donation when people die. I'm Art Caplan at the Division of Medical Ethics at NYU's Grossman School of Medicine. Thank you for watching.